They were talking people into not getting bids. So the one dock, right off the bat, we saved $1 million. Welcome to the Dental Construction Insider. I'm your host, Tommy. I'm here with Veronica and John. And if you are building a dental practice, whether it's ground up, a tenant improvement, you're adding on to your space, or you're doing a reno, you should be listening to what we have to say. You should be asking questions too. But anyhow, no pressure. So today we're talking about how we saved one dentist, anywhere from $80 to $1 million. It's different. That was different ways though. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, one was by bidding. Most of them are by bidding. So you're asking, well, how did you save them $1 million? How did you save them, 80,000 or 50,000 or whatever it is? So those big amounts are normally saved when you don't get competitive bids. When you guys decide, I really like this contractor.
The all-in-one.
And he's been really good. He communicates well. And he did my floor plan for me, which is one page. And he gave me a bid off that, for $2 million or $500,000, whatever it may be, depending on the size. And I'm thinking about going to them. But I got your information from somebody. They told me I should probably talk to you to see what you thought about this bid and how it looks. I'm like, okay. So the first question I asked is like, okay, well, how did this line up with the other bids you received? Oh, well, I didn't receive any other bids. I just received that bid. They told me that I would save time and save money if I just went with them and the guys that they recommend. I said, was this the architect that said that, or the dental equipment, or whoever your designer was? Yes. I'm like, okay, so okay. So if it was the designer that said it, like, okay, still not good. It was your architect? Yeah, still not good. It was
the contractor.
The contractor. Okay, that's really not good. So anyhow, it's like having the fox in the hen house, right? Saying, we're all good, guys. Go to sleep. You'll never know what happened. So it's something you really should think about. I know I've said it before. You've heard me say, hey, you're going to have somebody cut your grass, clean your pool, wash your car, a cleaning service. Somebody comes in, you get, how much is that going to be, right? And you may call other people depending on what the number is. Why would you not do that?
I know I do.
Why would you not do that for somebody that's going to charge you,
millions
of dollars for, your expansion or your ground up in that case? Why would you not have somebody give you a competitive bid for even your tenant improvement, your brand new startup?
They're free. Estimates are free.
Estimates are free in most cities. I should say that now. 99% of people will give you a bid for free. The ones that don't give you a bid for free, no matter what their reputation is, that everybody tells you, you got to think twice about that. Think twice about that. You're charging me for a bid. So that's we'll talk about that a different day. But we're talking about right now how we save these people money. The biggest thing we did, I'm not going to, drag this out for you guys, was we got competitive bids.
Yep.
We got competitive bids. And in two of these cases, these companies were people we hadn't ever even heard of, but they were new. They had worked for other companies that were in this particular market, and they had kind of branched off inside their own company. And they had the help from, other vendors in the dental industry that were recommending them. So there was a little bit of favoritism there with them, but they were talking people into not getting bids. So the one dock, right off the bat, we saved $1 million. I mean, just by getting competitive bids. I sent it to one guy, and then he goes, well, shoot, maybe we should. So we sent it to somebody else, and it ended up going with the original guy I sent it to. But still, he was seeing both guys' number. And then we work to continue to lower cost as we go through the process.
Yep.
So something I forgot to mention was whenever an architectural firm designs practices, keep in mind that they're designing for a large, sections of the U.S. Maybe it's not always just Texas. It may be, Texas, Louisiana,
The
you know,
South.
Mississippi or
Yeah.
something like that, a few states. So they're creating off a template. So they may have things in their scope or their plans that are a little beefy, a little expensive, and we have to value engineer those things down. They may not apply to what you need in your particular location or area. So we value engineer those things down, and that's how that continues to drop. So like the tenant improvement one, where we saved him, I think it was 80 or 70 or 80,000.
Yep.
Same thing. He brought it something to us and said, "Hey, so I should go with this company." I'm like, "Oh, did you get another bids?" "No, I didn't." "Okay, let's get other bids. We know somebody in this area, so we got another bidder to look at it, and it was off one sheet, and they came in less." I'm like, "Well, he's 70,000 less, 70-something thousand dollars less." Well, they all told me that they're going to have a lot of change orders because that's why they're less. And I'm like, well, based off of what though? I mean, their scope doesn't say how many receptacles they're providing, how many lights they're providing, how many sinks they're providing. They're just, they're just.
It wasn't detailed at all.
It wasn't detailed at all. Our guys know to provide a bid based off the normal amount of receptacles, lighting, and stuff you're going to have in your dental practice. When John designs them, 7 receptacles inside the
One room.
12 inside the
Upper.
treatment room. Yeah.
Yep.
Right? 7 receptacles. Count them. You'll see how you use them that fast. Right? Lighting. He puts out the lighting the way he needs to in the clinical areas based off the areas that are non-clinical or not patient-facing. Patient-facing rooms get nicer lights, right, John?
Yes.
Other rooms get more commercial lights,
Yep.
like what we have in this room right here, right?
More task lighting.
More task lighting, yes, yeah, for like efficiency and like, hey, they can see that, So, stuff like that. The plumbing is, the same. We draw that out for, something that's going to be more conducive for dental practice. So the guys that provide those bids for us know to do that, and they still came in, $1 million less, 70-some thousand dollars less. And then as we go through the process, we find ways to save money for that particular build out. So.
Yep. And even during the construction phase, there's ways to save money.
Yeah.
Where the doctor can provide, like, say, some of the lighting, the
decorative lighting.
decorative lighting.
Yeah, we don't want them to provide like the full lighting package.
But the decorative lighting.
Yeah, and you guys got to be careful on that too, because it can be something that's cumbersome. We have one doc that's doing all the flooring because his friend, and it's taking his friend forever to do the flooring.
Yeah.
It's holding just about everything else up. So, but hey, he can do that, and they agreed to it. I think he saved it's costing him 2 weeks so far. He saved $5,000. It really didn't.
Is it worth it?
It really didn't save him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets you a good cabinet maker too,
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. One doc making cabinets. We're
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
Dude, anyway, so those are typical, and that's just on the bidding side, right? That's just on bidding side where we saved them, money. They reached out and asked us, we took a good hard look, and then, we just asked particular questions. Of course, we reached out to those companies that provided that bid for them and the floor plan, and boy,
They were very
apprehensive because they knew who we were. I mean, we're just being who we are, doing what we're supposed to do, which is protecting you guys, right? That's what we do. And so I guess they saw the writing on the wall that, hey, heck, if they would have been where they needed to be, the doctors wouldn't have reached out to us. They would have probably have kept the job, and that'd have been okay if they would have worked with us to lower their cost.
Yeah.
But how could they do that? How could that one contractor come and say, I'm going to lower the bid by $1 million? They're going to be like, hold on a second. How can you do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the other guy, 70-something thousand. I mean, that's like a lot of money to all of a sudden come down. You got to wonder what other fluff is in there. So then at that point, the doc kind of just, loses trust with those particular guys anyhow. And, I mean, how many times we tell people 9 times out of 10, we can save them our fee.
No kidding. Yeah.
Just by the bidding service, right? Yep. Not only the construction management, that's another way to save them money. So every fee we have saves them money. But I mean, you guys can do this yourself. It's ask questions. You don't have to hire us to do that for you. Just ask better questions. Just ask questions. Wonder, why are they pushing you so hard to not get other competitive bids and pushing you to hire them? You don't have to do that. I would do it. I don't do it. I mean,
No, we
when we
don't.
hired somebody to do something for us, we get pricing.
I do. I get 3 minimum,
That's
sometimes
right.
more.
That's right. We're doing
Because
a
I still
roofing-
don't like the number.
We're doing a roofing project on our
Yeah.
own right now,
Yeah.
right? Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The van, the freaking van that we travel the U.S. in, right? Veronica gets pricing on service for that. She has to go to the dealer, but not every dealer charges the same. And you
No.
would think they'd all be the same. They are not. She gets pricing, which right now we need service B for the van, right? She gets
For the
pricing on-
second time.
For the second time, yeah. We need tires, probably another 10,000 miles.
Yep.
So,
For the second. No,
s-
that'll be
second time.
second time.
Yeah. We've had the van 2 years. We're already going through another set of tires. Excuse me.
How many miles does it have?
80,000. 80,000, and it'll be 2 years in February.
Yeah.
The end of February.
The end of February will be 2 years we've had it, and we almost need another set of tires.
Yeah.
So we're almost on our second set of KO2s
Ouch.
that have only seen the off-road in the snow.
This year. I don't want to see snow until next year.
God,
I'm so tired of snow.
I know. I had a this must be the sound effect noise. You conduct
Yeah.
that way I can say, John, you conducting business over there? So yeah. Hold on. All right. Let's go. We watched this
Cochino.
bad show, man. I don't know if y'all have heard of this show called The Night Shift, Night Agent.
Night Agent.
So there's a couple. I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's on
And
Netflix.
what did
I've seen
you
a couple
think?
previews and like I don't know. I'm really bad at watching TV shows now because it's like I'm watching it.
Well, it's because it's that bad.
Yeah.
So, they do the stupid stuff like they're running from the guy with the axe or the weapon. They
The
run
bad guy.
upstairs. They run upstairs.
No, or they would run in the middle of the street.
They run in the middle of the street instead of like running and hiding or something. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty low budget, I guess.
But we started watching it, and now we're stuck on watching this stupid show, which makes us part stupid for continuing to watch because we want to see the end.
Well,
because
but there's
I
a
just-
second season, and we're all like, that's it.
Why
Once
am-
this one's done,
Okay,
we're not.
The reason I'm watching it is because there's the bad girl. I want her to die, like in the most horrific way.
Yeah.
Because she just makes me hate her, and I want to see her go. Everybody else I don't care about everybody else. But I just want to see her go because they make that one character that never dies, but everybody you don't. They're so good at that. I hate that. Anyway, so yeah, don't watch it. The Night Agent. So today we're gonna talk about. Oh, I have my thing here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man, Dead Space again. Nobody's talking. Dead Space again. Today we're talking about